What is up, my legends of Scion? We're back. Now, people have been pinging me all day, but guys know that Sunday I usually don't do any videos. So now it's like 1 a.m. in the morning on Monday, and we're going to talk about this now. This is the developer's notes. They didn't actually put it up. If you look on the actual site, it's not there yet, but it's actually here. It's weird. I don't know. But here we go with it. This is the developer notes, and they're pretty much showing, you know, update 2, what we're waiting for. Now, the cool thing about this update is it's coming on my birthday, which is June 13th. Very nice. Very nice. It's a nice birthday gift. I've gotten a bunch of gifts so far as it is. Like, this weekend has been very fun for me. Very unexpected too, but very fun nonetheless. So you see they're pretty much showing us Sidonia, and you know, I'm hoping that we're gonna get this form. Like, that dude, he looks badass. That's a pretty cool character right there. And hope we get Hoodie Raz. I saw another video that I won't show here. I'll wait for them to actually show it themselves. But Hoodie Raz was in that video, so hopefully he's one of the 3 or 4 stars that they're supposed to be talking about. I think they're gonna talk about it here too, but actually it's right here. There are 15 new 3 stars and 4 stars awaiting for your heroes in chapter 1. That's a lot for just chapter 1. So we'll see how each and every one of them looks, and you know, can we get Hoodie Raz? Hoodie Raz is like literally all I want. That's all I want. I want him to be just a badass, like, and just blow half the planet up. He's not gonna do that. He has the protagonist curse, because whoever the protagonist is usually isn't all that great unless you're a sole bad guy. But yeah. So you pretty much right here have them showing like the trust and again the harmony system. This is interesting because they're revamping a little bit and changing the way we do the stories. It's kind of to encourage you to go do something. Look at all that gold. I hate to cut my thought. Look at this Skystone. 1 million Skystone. 1 billion gold. That's definitely test server. And why can't we ever test this stuff? I still say again, Smilegate, let us test this stuff before you actually put it out. So you know, some things would not be a problem if you actually let us test it. But yeah. So as you can see right here, the main characters had their own mission. They got tangled up in issues. Some other missions, Raz sought to destroy Archdemon, all the usual yada yada. So trust and harmony, the main keywords are God Killer. In this barren land, there's no such thing as trust in each state, at each city. Wow. I didn't know it was actually just like that. So as you're going through down here, the next look is definitely episode 2. Episode 2 difficulty is similar to a normal difficulty. Episode 1, that's like weird. What I'm really trying to say is that episode 2 won't be like world mode immediately. You can be able to go ahead and actually do it, which is good. Hopefully they have some good rewards there. That'd be really nice. Following content will provide heirs even better opportunity to become stronger, even at deeper abyss. Cool. Automation Tower, which I was peeking a little bit before. The Automation Tower is basically like a tower with floors and stuff, which is good, and it resets, which is also good. Improve challenges more. Additionally, episode 2 will not require players to repeatedly make certain stages in order to become stronger. That is good. Let's take a moment to think about that. Anyway, content that will help heroes increase their strengths include Spirit Altar, where players can obtain runes, and challenges where players can obtain equipment. In addition, we believe that there is already a lot of energy and time-consuming content. We have added a side story where players will be able to easily obtain catalysts once players have cleared adventure quests and fulfilled necessary missions. For all episodes, players will be able to focus on other content. Okay, so what they pretty much want you to do is you like just go into the adventure stuff and never have to come back, which is, I guess that's cool. And the future players will be able to fully experience the storyline Epic 7 without interruption. So that means if they're doing this 1 per month, I guess that's like if new people come in, but if all the rest of us are gonna get like a chapter a month, unless they're gonna just release it the whole world and they're actually working on, you know, episode 3 right now. I'm going to just fly that out. But I think them doing it this way is to stop what happened to them currently. They kind of learned that, you know, they put the whole world out there and then we just steamrolled through the whole world, even though it took us a long time to get through all that content. To be fair, compared to other games like Overhit, we just steamed through everything in Overhit basically in like literally like in 4 or 5 days. Epic 7 took a while. It took months. So I don't think they should really feel that badly about that. And like it took months for us to get to the point where we had nothing to do. The problem is what happened at the end. What happened at the end was a never-ending cycle of getting farther, getting new characters, getting farther, getting new characters, not having enough gold to actually use the characters, not having enough gold to actually make gear. And the problem with the game and what made me stop playing and put it down to like a standstill, I didn't quit, I just stopped doing videos, is because it stopped being about skill. It started being about, do you have enough money to actually facilitate the RNG? Like it wasn't about skill anymore. And like, you know, we needed accessories, we needed certain gear to do certain things. And that wasn't skill based anymore. And it even got to the point where they put gear packs in the game where you can just raw buy it. Like it just became not about skill anymore at all. And that was the problem and what became repetitive and stale. And I hope they fix that, because that is the underlying problem at the end of Epic 7 and the end game, is that it's not about skill anymore, it's about money. And usually when that happens, that's when everybody leaves. So this is all good right now, what we're seeing right now. And it's good, they'll add stuff in. And like we've all been saying, Epic 7 from beginning towards and to the end is an excellent game. There's no game better than that. But when you get the end game, that's the problem with Epic 7. The end game is broken, and it's like it had no direction and no real feel to it. And it's like they kind of like realized that and said, okay, let's just give them equipment packs and then maybe that'll fix it. And that didn't work either. So hopefully they fix that. Now we said that. There is one fix in here that I saw that they did adjust to, and I'm going to talk about that because they fixed one thing but still left something else to be a problem. With this update, players will experience the world difficulty and adventure modes in the new side story, unrecorded history. Now, for what this actually seems to be is like they want you to go over into unrecorded history and do that instead of staying other places and start building towards, as you can see right here, building towards all these items. As you can see, like that's pretty cool. Like there's nothing wrong with that. New reputation players can obtain catalyst. Most of us by now, we pretty much got all this stuff already, but that's only one catalyst. So I hope that refreshes or something else. Because what the hell are you gonna do with one catalyst? Oh my goodness, Smilegate, come on, bro. In addition, Epic Catalyst will be removed from the AP Point Shop. The AP Points will be removed from the AP Point Shop and Epic Catalyst. This way, it's a great game. I'm assuming they're saying like that's going to have to be the way that you do it now. You just straight do it from the reputation and you can get it easier, hopefully, because I just hope that's the case, because this doesn't seem like that's going to push. I was fine with the AP store. In order to encourage players to experience the side story, unrecorded history, we have added a new reputation. After completing the last stage of each chapter, players will be rewarded with an epic catalyst. That's cool. That's cool. That helps out. Alright, so we have down here 10 episodes of the story journal. We are concerned it may be difficult for our areas to adapt to these changes, which have been made in adventure content. Why? It's not a big deal. Especially transfer of the world, however, is necessary in order to prepare for many episodes that are to come. Epic 7 main story consists of 10 episodes in total. Episode 1 was The Heir of Covenant. Episode 2, which will be released soon, is God Killer. It's just some weird, it's not a weird name, it's just a scary name. Anyway, sometime next year we will be releasing episode 3, which will feature an entire continent of Eureka, consisting of countries that are familiar with Winterberg, Profundo's poet. That's actually, we're stepping it up a notch. They said sometime next year. That's because it's not even a year. I started playing Epic 7 the end of July. When they officially, actually it was in beta in the end of July. So sometimes next year, I guess that could still be around the same thing. Like every year we get a new episode, but that's fine. We plan to release one episode per year. Yeah, they just literally said that, including the episode, the seventh epic, including seventh epic episode, which we released as a 10th episode. Interesting. We hope that airs continues with this journey. The World Episode 7 released as a new episode or release. Oh, that's bad editing right there. That's fine. Including introducing Story Journal. The main story is told in episode 7 detail, intertwined with other stories. We know that may be hard for heirs to remember everything. This is why we're releasing a Story Journal. That's cool. So we can go back and look at everything. All right. So max level increased to level 65. Max level from the secret shop has increased to 13. Rage, utility, and mini sets have been added. I would prefer if like this would be a good example. Like they could have just made like our max levels even higher, like maybe 70 or something like that. So our energy is higher. I hope they would increase the actual energy regen too. Urgent mission improvement, significant increase and drop rates of 3-star penguins, added accessories and added to Goblin Gate rewards, gold for bounty hunts, increased difficulty improvements. Okay. Now we have to share some improvements that we made to the June 13th update. With the release of episode 2, we increased the maximum level of account to 65. In addition, the maximum level of the secret will increased as well. Oh, the secret shop, they just didn't put it right there. We'll be introducing new equipment sets, rage, immunity, and unity, as well as increasing the drop rate of high level equipment. Hope so. Improvements have been made to urgent missions. First, there will be no more urgent missions in the world. Unrecorded history, however, urgent missions will still apply to adventure. Interesting. In addition, we have reduced the difficulty level of urgent missions and have increased the rewards that contains them. Okay, because people were kind of ignoring them. The amount of gold players could obtain from bounty hunters increased in urgent missions. Also, the drop rate for 3-star penguins from penguin urgent missions increased. Finally, the drop rate for high-level accessories has increased, and there are chances for the players to get from Goblin Gates. Okay, so here's the tower, the 100 floors. So this is going to be something good that we'll be able to mess around with. Good for streamer content and everything else. I'm going to be back streaming again. I got something pretty big for streaming. You guys are going to love it. Next, we'd like to give you more details about June 27th, and this update will drastically reduce the difficulty of obtaining, enhancing equipment, including accessories. Wow, I didn't read this part. In the late January update, we made adjustments so that it would be possible for players to obtain from hunts. However, we found it's still as short as you think in the amount of accessories, the number of heroes, making it difficult for players to fully equip their heroes. We'll be able to address this issue so that players will be able to increase their strength. Vital Epic Accessory Rewards, Automation Towers. That's nice that they're going to put it in there. First, we have Automation Tower. This tower has 100 floors. The players progress and will reset the first day of the month, which is nice, which is usually how they go with the floor towers in these games. Even though the update will be on the 27th, players will be able to enter, will only be able to enter the 1st of July. That's fine. And this tower, players will be able to obtain various levels of epic accessories and charms. As the sets and the stats of the Automation Tower are good, we believe that it will be very helpful for our heirs who want to increase their hero strength. So we have somewhere that we can directly correlate and go after for accessories, which is perfect, what we needed. Very good Epic 7. Players will receive and able to receive. Players will also be able to receive Morgor and Galaxy bookmarks as well. It's nice. The enemy's players will meet Automation Tower rewards will be acquired every month. We prepared a hard difficulty level for these heirs who managed to reach 100 floor. Interesting. So here's where you can craft stuff, which is also interesting. There's a lot of crap right here for you to be able to craft something. You can actually craft catalyst, which is also just weird, but it's cool. It's cool. So if you have all those extra resources, just build up your resources right now. You literally see right here now that we can do this. I'm not spending anything in those hunt stores right now. Got me effed up. I'm just going to farm all of it now. The second big plan we have is completion of Sanctuary, which is perfect. First, we'll open the Alchemist Steeple. that are heirs. Oh, that's, yeah, I was just talking about that. Players will be able to craft charms and transforms into catalyst. Players will also be able to transfer low-level materials obtained in hunts to high-level materials, which is nice. After selecting the item that you wish to craft, players will be able to base materials required. Like, that's so nice. Like, good stuff, Epic 7. This is what I was just talking about in Sunday conversation, this type of stuff that needed to happen. Nice. As previously stated, players will be able to attain the Breath of Orbis in episode 2. Nice. And here's the Steel Workshop. Now, here's the problem with this. This is what I was talking before. You was right there at the finish line, Epic 7, and you could have, like, and you still can. Please listen to me, Epic 7. Separate these. This stuff does not need to be together. They need to be separate. They need to be separate. You don't have to have this together. You're right there. You said you're increasing everything, and you're giving us the opportunity. Like, you're literally right there. Separate these affixes. Make it, like, if it's going to be rage, make it rage. Make it immunity. Make it whatever the other one is. They don't need to be together. Additionally, players will be able to craft accessories Steel Workshop, as we just seen. Please note the gold cost and the amount of materials required. Accessories will be 30%. 30% compared to the others. I don't understand, why is this 30? Why? You better be giving us like a boatload of gold to make this 30%. We hope that having more to do in the Sanctuary, players will enjoy nurturing and strengthening their heroes. Of course, we will not be able to satisfy our players, not even be able to satisfy players, which is why we will also rebalance heroes with Jun's. Oh, somebody get nerfed. We know, like, they didn't even like give like a hint at it. That means a lot of people get nerfed. We know that a lot of heirs have expressed concern about uniforming with current team compositions. Angelica, might be your time. Might be your time. You might get booted all the way into nothingness. I'm glad I didn't 6-star your ass. Through the rebalance, and they will be carried out in June. The developer team is excited to see the original diverse team formations. We plan to carry out rebalance and patches regularly in the future as well. Meaning people gonna get that ass nerfed even more. I think Araminta are gonna get nerfed. Araminta, ML Bao, because they dominate way too much in PvP. They about to get assed out. We are preparing many things for July. We will have regular season of Guild War. Okay, nice. All bosses will. I forget. See, maybe that's why I'm uninterested right now. I know I was uninterested for a while, but I'm actually gonna try now that we can do things more about skill, and it's gonna be a little bit more skill based. Now I can skillfully put gear together and not that much worry about RNG. It's still gonna be a little bit RNG, but now we can do something about accessories. We can do something about gear and stuff like that. This gives me hope that it can be a bit more skill based and not be so much more about I have to throw money at this game just to hope for RNG and hunts and hope for RNG and raids that never fucking happens, and then you just end up bored for 2 months. That's what killed it for me. It stopped being about that you can't earn it anymore. It stopped being about that. It wasn't about you being good at the game. It's about you just mindlessly grinding shit and throwing it on auto and hunts and then going to drink coffee or if you're streaming, talking to other people while the game playing for you. That's not skill-based gameplay. That's not even that you're good. It's just that you leveled long enough that you can just do that and just not pay attention to the game anymore. You might as well be playing an idle game at that point. That's what made it all a problem for me. So hopefully they fix that. Once again, I'd like to thank all our heroes, and I think that is it. All right, so to recap all of this, like I said, and I kind of just did recap it. This seems to be headed more towards skill-based, since it's what the game was in the beginning, and is what the game is all the way from the beginning to the middle to going towards the end. The game is skill-based. When it stops being skill-based is when you get to the end. It becomes more about grind and RNG, and if you can throw money at having enough energy to actually keep the RNG until you get lucky enough to get items and then you're strong, And that's not fair to casual or free to play, because they don't have the money to throw at energy to keep grinding and doing stuff like that. And that's not even counting the RNG of actually getting characters. So that was the problem that I had, and hopefully they fix that. And or they, with all of this, hopefully that fixes that. We still don't know the exact balance and how much gold everything is going to do, but should work out well. So I will catch you guys next video. Be legendary. Here's looking at June 13th and that it's going to be lit. I'm happy because it's my birthday. So thank you, Epic 7. That's a good gift. Peace.